Hello everyone, welcome to our online class for mathematics, and this is teacher RJ. Today we'll be talking about multiplying and dividing of fractions or mixed numbers. Okay, so to start with, we'll be talking about a simple example here. I'm having here is a proper fraction. This proper fraction because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So let's start this example first before we go with mixed numbers. Okay, so um, here when I would just like to emphasize is that when you multiply fractions, it's really very easy. All you got to do is to multiply the numerators together and the denominators together and get their product. So look at this example. So we have 1 times 2. Okay, it's written here again. 1 times 2 over 2 times 5. So that's the one here. 2 times 5. So after that, so you get their product. We have 2 over 10. Okay, so that's the answer. But then again, look at that. This is not your final answer yet. Why? You can still simplify this. So when you deal with fractions, make sure you're simplifying a skill will always be applied there. So you must try to look at a fraction whether you can simplify it. So you have to simplify it. If you can't, then that's your final answer. Okay, so here, that's what you can see. We're gonna do how to simplify fractions. Okay, I already taught this in our previous videos, so this just may be for you to remember. All you gotta do, the first thing is to find the HCF of numerators of the numerator and the denominator. So that's what happened here. Look at this, 2 and 10. So finding their HCF or highest common factor. So we got 2 divided by 2 is 1. So I use 2 here because I can see that I can use 2. Then after that, 10 divided by 2 is 5. So since it's HCF, you cannot do anything anymore here. So you stop. So your HCF is 2. After you find your HCF, all you got to do is to use this 2, your HCF, as your divisor for numerator and denominator. So that's what happened here. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, and 10 divided by 2 is 5. And that is your final answer. And that is for multiplying fractions for proper fractions, right? I mean normal fractions. Okay? So let's move on to our topic now. What you can see here in this example, so you have a mixed number. Mixed numbers, remember what are mixed numbers? A whole number and a fraction together. So now, when you have this kind of problem in a multiplication operation, all you got to do is, the first thing you got to do, convert this mixed number into an improper fraction first. Okay, so that's what you've learned. If you cannot recall this, you cannot remember, you go back and check my videos in my YouTube channel, because I already released a video on this in our lesson. So go and check it out. But yeah, I'll try to give you a quick lesson for this. Okay, so what happened here? Again, what you got to do is to multiply your denominator with the whole number plus the numerator. So that's what happened here. So 9 times 2 is 18 plus 2 is 20. So you got 20, look at that, 20 over 9. You copy your denominator. So 20 over 9. Then copy again the operation multiplication. So convert this mixed number to an improper fraction. So we have 2, 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. So that's what happened here. So as when you notice now, they already, I think you can picture now that, oh, now I can just, simply multiply the numerators together and the denominators together. Because that's what we learn in multiplying fractions. It doesn't matter it's a proper fraction or proper fraction. So that's what happened here. Look at this. 20 times 9. Let's see. 20 times 9 is 180. 9 times 2, this 9 times 2 is 18. And then put equal signs. If you don't know about canceling, there's a method, cancellation. All you got to do, just divide 180. Okay, 180 divided by 18. So your answer is a whole number. It's 10 as your answer. So that is for multiplication. Okay, so let's move on to division. How about division? What are you going to do if you have a division problem? So for division problem, let's start with just a normal fraction or some proper fraction here. I got an example here. So look at this. I have a proper fraction. Why? Because the numerator is smaller than the denominator. So what we have here is 3 over 8 divided by 1 over 4. So when you have this kind of problem, the first rule is to remember about reciprocal. What is reciprocal? Reciprocal is when you overturn or you change the position of the numerator and the denominator. Okay, so that's what happened here. Find the reciprocal of the divisor and change your mathematical operation from division to multiplication. There's an explanation on how did it end up like that, but not in this video. Okay, so anyway, that is the rule. So again, change the mathematical operation from division to multiplication and do the reciprocal of the divisor. This is the divisor, this one. Okay, so if you forget about what is divisor, again, in a division operation, we have this one is dividend and this is the divisor. The answer is called quotient. Okay, so let's go back to our problem here. So again, all you got to do is to copy the dividend. We have 3 over 8 times. Again, you change the mathematical operation from division to multiplication. Then you multiply with the reciprocal of the divisor. The reciprocal of 1 over 4 or 1/4 is 4 over 1. So as what you can see there now, oh, it's multiplication again, so it's easy. You just got to multiply the numerators together. So we got 3 times 4 and the denominators together, 8 times 1. So our answer here, we got 3 times 4 is equals to 12. 8 times 1 is equals to 8. Now, this is a crucial part in which I have a lot of experience with my students because they learn and that when you have this kind of answers or fractions, you can just use division to simplify them. Yeah, that is partly correct, but I will show you how it differs if you use HCF first. Okay, now, so if you divide this here, look at this, 12 divided by 8. So 12 divided by 8, we get 1 minus, 1 times 8, so we get 8 here. 12 minus 8 is 4. Most of my students, ever since, I have quite a number of students, they always make mistake. So they end up with that their final answer is this one, and which is not really the final answer. Okay, why? Okay, let me take out this. Okay, let me take out these lines here. So, because what you've learned when you have a fraction, to simplify them, when there's an improper fraction, you just divide the numerator to its denominator. So get 12 divided by 8, right? So what happened here? So that is 1 and 4 over 8. But you forget that this 4 over 8 can still be simplified. That's always the problem there. Okay? But of course, if you already master your uh, uh, the fraction problems, you just use cancellation. So you can cancel this. Actually, you can use cancellation. No problem about that. And you can go back to your answer. Oh, okay. Oh, let's put it back together. So actually, the final answer here is 1 and 1/2. Okay, I won't confuse you that much. For me, if I have a problem like this, the best way, so that you won't make mistake, if you don't have the knowledge of cancellation, here's another method in which is very, very important, and I want you to apply this when you uh, simplify fractions. Always use the HCF first. Then if you end up with an improper fraction, that's the time you divide. So this is what happens. So basically, this is the same result here until here, right? See, look at that. See this one, 12 over 8. Now to simplify here, when you simplify this fraction, all you gotta do is to find the HCF first. That's the best thing, the best way. You will really you won't make mistake. Again, you will never make mistake. So how you gonna do it? Find the HCF. Again, I already released a video about this. All you gotta do is just find. I always use the prime numbers, right? So we got 12 divided by 2 is 6. 8 divided by 2 is 4. Okay, this 12 and 4. 12 and 8, sorry. 12 and 8 is this one, eh? 12 and 8. Then after that, I can still get a common factor here. So I use 2. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 4 divided by 2 is 2. That's it. So my HCF will be 2 times 2. Look at that. 2 times 2. So after that, I will use this 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Okay? You have to get the product for your HCF. So 2 times 2 is 4. So I will use this 4 to divide the numerators, the numerator and the denominator. So that's the next step. 12 divided by 4 is 3. 8 divided by 4 is 2. Now look at that. So now we have now the simplified version of this. So we get 3 over 2. Again, this is still improper fraction. 3 is bigger than 2. So that's the time you use division. So we get 3, look at this, 3 divided by 2, and that's already 1. So 1 times 2, put it down 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So quotient 1 is your whole number. Your remainder will be your numerator, and your divisor will be your denominator. So the final answer is 1 and 1/2. As easy as that. Okay, so I hope you will apply this and you will remember this part, especially these steps, because this is the most precise if you are still a beginner. Okay, in simplifying fractions. So now let's move on to the real topic. This is our main example for this lesson: dividing fractions, dividing of mixed numbers. Okay, so we are now dealing with mixed numbers. So look at this. Again, I already wrote this rule. When division involving mixed numbers, okay, always convert the mixed numbers into improper fractions before performing division. Okay, so again, you have to convert this mixed number into improper fraction first. So that's what happened. That's the first step. Okay, so what we got, 3 times 2 is 6, plus 2 is 8. So that's what happened. 3 times 2, 6 plus 2 is 8. So we got 8, and then copy, bring down the denominator. Then deal with the next mixed number. 3 times 1 plus 1. So 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 is 4. So we get 4, and bring down the denominator. Now, look at this. Remember, what we end up here now, we have division sign. So, apply the rule that I showed you the earlier part. Okay? What we're going to do is to change the mathematical operation from division into multiplication. So, copy the dividend first. Okay, put the dividend, so that's what happened here. Put the dividend, 8 over 3. Change the mathematical operation from division to multiplication. So we've got multiplication here, sign. And after that, do the reciprocal of the divisor. Okay, do the reciprocal of the divisor. So from 4 over 3, it becomes 3 over 4. So like reverse position. Okay, now, so you already have the multiplication. It's now easier as what you think of it. Okay, so you got to do, just multiply the numerators. 8 times 3 is 24. So that's 24 here, there. And multiply the denominators. Again, multiply the numerators together. 8 times 3 is 24. Then multiply the denominators together. 3 times 4 is 12. Now, what you can see there, look at this. Again, you can still simplify that. How? You can straightaway divide 24 by 12. But if you're not sure, because teacher RJ said, you must use HCF. Yes, you can use HCF here. No doubt. You can try it by yourselves. Okay? So, that is now your final answer. So your final answer is a whole number, and that is 2. So I hope you understand this lesson. Okay, for our practice exercises, I will send the pages in our book in our group chat in line. Okay, so wait, because I will send it there. So again, if you don't understand this video, because maybe perhaps I'm too fast, just again go to my YouTube channel, because it's already in my YouTube channel, and you can just replay and try to understand, then practice. So you practice with my assignments in our book, okay, and some of our worksheets. Okay, so again, I hope you understand. Thank you very much for listening. Check our group chat in line for more exercises. Okay, that's all for today. Bye-bye.